Item 8 on the agenda is to approve the College of DuPage fiscal year 2016 budget. I will entertain a motion to approve the budget for fiscal year 2016.
So moved.
Second.
The current governing board came to power in April based upon a pledge to end corruption, respect taxpayers, put students first, and build a new relationship with faculty and adjuncts. No single act shows our priorities more than the budget we pass tonight. Here is what the budget reveals. First, we are telling the truth. The last several budgets were not management tools. They were political statements intended to deceive taxpayers. They obscured the facts that Dr. Bruder, with board support, ran COD as if it were a for-profit business. Under the last board and president, COD's operating revenues exceeded expenses yearly. Let that sink in. The fund balance grew and grew with taxpayer dollars we should never have collected in the first place, or tuition dollars that we never should have charged. The budget never said that. In fact, no one ever said that. And if you spoke up, you questioned it, you might just get censured for asking questions. COD's board and administration played our taxpayers, our students, and our teachers for cash cows. Second, all of that extra cash in the system put fluff in our budget. When Frank Napolitano and Charles Bernstein took the budget committee over, one of the first lessons they learned was that no one had been challenging spending. The budget was constructed with initial spending estimates, no refinements, no skepticism, no attempt to economize, just tell us what you want, and that's where we'll start. That approach makes COD budgeting an exercise in wish fulfillment. No budget in COD's history has had more public involvement. As I reviewed a minute ago, over the last 5 months, the Budget Committee has set a new standard for COD. This budget puts students first by cutting $5 per credit hour. This budget respects taxpayers. It cuts the property tax levy by almost $4.2 million, or approximately 5%. This budget recognizes staff. It provides modest but appropriate pay raises for the professors, adjuncts, staff by funding an almost 3% average raises across the board. This budget cuts the deficit. April's budget had $16 million in deficit. This budget cut that deficit to $11 million, a reduction of more than 30%. This budget marks the end of outrageous waste at the Waterleaf and the taxpayer-funded parties and drinking that took place there. The April version of this budget actually assumed continued losses at the Waterleaf. But this board closed the Waterleaf. So those losses will not happen, and those dollars will go into education. This budget funds the cleanup costs we bear for investigation after investigation that were left to us by prior boards. It also funds our sorting out the prior board's utter failure to manage its senior employees. Those costs for investigations and employee action belong solely to the 6 members of the board who sat there until April 30th and who defied reason and common sense by refusing to resign after the catastrophe they saw. Voters wanted and deserved change at COD. This means restoring credibility. Credibility means telling the truth about important things, like how we spend people's money. We must improve educationally and fiscally every single day. This budget, thanks to Frank, Charles Bernstein, Claire Ball, Paula Fort, John Diskner, Kurt Beckman, and of course the staff. This budget is a major improvement over where we began, and it points the way to many more improvements to come. Will the secretary please call the roll?
Student Trustee Rourke,
Yes.
Trustee Mazzocchi,
Yes.
Trustee Napolitano is yes. Trustee Wozniak,
No.
Trustee Bernstein,
Yes.
Chairman Hamilton.
Yes. Motion passes.